What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Reality. Hope everybody is doing well. I am John, and of course, joining me, as always, is my partner, Mr. Richie. What's going on, buddy boy?
What's up, brother man? We are back from our journey in Vegas that we had. We're going to break that down a little bit. Had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, guys, I had some technical issues. We have a person in our neighborhood that's renovating their house, and my internet was cut the night that we were supposed to do the live stream of UFC on Paramount, which we're also going to cover a little bit of. So I apologize. We have another one this weekend that we're probably going to try that out on. And our other favorite Australian, Tai Tuivasa, is fighting on that card, so I think that'll be a fun one. But yeah, man, I'm sorry. I apologize. Won't happen again. And we will make up for it in content later on this week. So.
Absolutely, we will definitely. But yeah, that UFC event, it was nice to see it for free on Paramount. Now it's always a beautiful thing to get something for, well, not technically for free, but for next to nothing if you already subscribe to Paramount. It's a definite bonus that saves people $80 a month, and in addition brings back a lot of old fans like me who wasn't going to shell out $80 for a pay-per-view.
So, well, not just that, you know, you got a lot of. So a lot of people were pissed off, right, that there was a lot of ads during it, and it would cut off some of the walkouts and things like that. And you got to think of it, man. I mean, you're paying, what, $15 a month for Paramount? Is that right?
Something like that, about $15 a month.
$15 a month. I mean, they got to make money. They got to make their money after this multi-billion-dollar deal somehow. So it's not like they're interrupting the walkouts for the main event or the co-main or anything like that. It's some of the undercard stuff that got cut off and things of that nature. So if you're getting frustrated about that, just realize they got to make their money too, you know?
Yeah, they're not making that pay-per-view cash anymore, so they got to find a way to alleviate the situation and continue to generate money to validate that big friggin' deal that they got, because as we all know, they got paid a fucking small king's fortune, you know, king's ransom there or whatever, so... Yep. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. David said, don't like it too bad nowadays. Fans just want everything to go their way. No surprises, all spoiler alerts, blah, blah. But anyways, I think Austin Theory is a plant by Seth Rollins to destroy the Vision. Could very well be that.
David, I love the picture, by the way. That's a beautiful American flag in the background, and I couldn't agree more. Welcome to the show, by the way. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think Austin Theory, he sticks out too much of a sore thumb. I don't think he's a plant per se, but I definitely think he's going to be the catalyst that kind of makes everything crumble. So
we're going to get into that, though, I think, on our Rumble discussion tonight, too. Yeah. We'll definitely be hitting on that. We're going to be talking about the Vision in depth tonight as well. So, right. Ricky, glad you're feeling better, man. Let's get this party started. How we feeling? I know I'm feeling better. I lost my voice last week, so that's why I couldn't be here on Wednesday. Like, I sounded like I couldn't even.
We were screaming on Fremont.
Yeah. And it was the screaming all weekend long, the singing, the fucking just debauchery of.
We were screaming on the zip line. We were screaming to the music. We were
screaming in a casino.
We were drinking liquor like it was going out of style.
Jesus.
I don't think you've put down like that in a long time.
Did I hold my own, though?
I would say for an airman, you held your own.
For an airman. Bullshit. I held up with you all night, every night.
You did. I got to give you your credit. You did.
Yeah. I hang out, and I don't drink alcohol, so that's the funny thing.
No, you don't. I was proud of you. We had a lot of fun moments, man. A lot of fun moments. A lot of crazy moments. A lot of fun moments. Stumbling back to the room. It was a good time.
The first morning we woke up, and it was like Saturday morning, I think it was, or whatever. And I had been up since like 3 o'clock in the morning because I had to drive to the airport to catch an early fucking flight out. And then
we got to go through the first night before we get there, dude.
Yeah. I don't remember much of the first night.
Okay. So I picked Johnny up at the airport, and I'm thinking this is going to be a 30-minute drive, so we're going to have some time to talk and whatever. No, the airport is directly positioned almost across the street from the strip. Okay. So we're like 10 minutes away, and we don't get but 10 minutes to get acquainted. And then we're trying to check in. We find out we can't check in till 3:30, right? So our bright idea is let's go sit at the bar real quick and have a drink, because they had advertised these shitty $3.99 margaritas. Now, the first night, they were great because our girl Celia was making them at the bartender.
Awesome.
She was awesome. You kept calling her our girl. You're like, she's our girl. She's taking care of us. And Celia was like a 50-something-year-old lady. It was nothing. Yeah. It was nothing facetious or anything like that. So we're drinking these shitty $3.99 margaritas and just fucking getting blasted before we even get to our room.
$3.99 would have been expensive. They were $3. We gave her more for a tip than we paid for our tab, man.
Oh my God. It was
hers weren't that bad though, okay? Like hers weren't that fucking bad.
No.
When we ventured back there at the end of the night though, that's when it got bad. Well,
those shit-stained bartenders moved like slugs to begin with, and then the dude
they moved
didn't
like
have any sense of pour counts at all.
No, he moved like flies fuck, man. And then that margarita that the old dude made there.
Oh my God, we walked away from him full.
Bro, they were like just pure like lime and sour mix, just mixed with one another. I had a headache from all the sugar immediately.
Yeah, we were going to get diabetes before we even got drunk on those fucking drinks.
I think I said to you, I said Wilford Brimley's calling us after this one right here, man, with fucking diabetes, because that thing was just, ooh.
Oh my God. The funny thing about the whole trip was, I think we gambled like once.
Yeah, the last night we were there.
We didn't gamble hardly at all. We just fucking walked around, did the shit. People watched. Went to that one bar. Dick's was fucking amazing.
That was fun. Dick's Last Resort. If you guys have never been, it's where they like insult everybody when you go in there and they make them wear stupid hats and shit, And the food is disgusting. Let's just throw it out there.
We didn't even eat there.
No.
We drank our ass off there. We didn't eat. There was this fat tub of shit Irishman behind the bar that kept talking shit to us.
I still stick to the fact that he's lying and he's Scottish.
You think so?
He's a lion sack of shit.
He was a lion sack of shit.
He was a tub of goo.
Poor Jalen, though. We called Jalen out with his fucking girlfriend. Oh, Jalen, if you're out there, you're a shitbag.
Yeah, the shitbag that wouldn't pay for his girlfriend's meal.
Oh my God, the whole rrestaurant lit him up, but we got him pretty good.
Dude, the waitress was the best with it though. She just announced it right here. She goes, his name was Shylin or something like that.
Shaylin
or Shy, whatever the fuck his name was. He was a goof, And then the waitress just gets up and she goes, "Attention, ladies and gentlemen, Shylin or Jalen or whatever the fuck his name is." She goes, "He is too cheap to pay for his girlfriend's meal tonight.
Yeah,
he's only gonna leave $1 tip." And he said the reason he's not paying for her meal now is because he took her out to lunch earlier. And I'm like, oh boy, this ain't gonna end well for her.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he was a fucking goof, Ricky. That's for hold on, we'll put that on there right there for there. There was a couple of fucking goofs that were out there. That's for sure, man.
Nebraska boy was one of them.
Oh, that fucking
Mark Kerr's a fucking goof. He's a fucking goof. Jeez, anybody who knows him knows he's a goof.
Yeah. But that bar was fun though, man. And then
that bar was fun.
We were like on a sugar high from the margarita that they made that was awful that we walked away from. And then I decided it was a bright idea to start drinking vodka. Yeah. And that motherfucker had just the pour of doom.
Dude, he was dude, are you talking about the black guy with like the Victors?
Yes.
Or whatever?
Yeah.
He was like looking. So he made this drink and it's called a duck fart. And John, being a bartender, called it out. He goes, "That's a duck fart." And he looks across the way to the guy that he makes the drinks for. He goes, "Hey, Jimmy, you want another one?" And
no.
Like, no.
That's the most disgusting.
The same motherfucker that is pouring our drinks, and he's just sitting there going like this the whole time.
It's the most disgusting fucking drink in the world. If you don't know what a duck fart is, so they drink them in Alaska. You'll see if you ever watch Deadliest Catch, you'll see them where they drink the duck fart to start the year. So it's a coffee liqueur or a Bailey's, whatever you want to put in it. Most people really put coffee liqueur in it. So it's a coffee liqueur, and then they put vodka and whiskey in with it and mix it.
That guy looked like he was getting tore up.
Yeah, and then they sprinkle on the top like a Bailey's or something like that. Like if I remember correctly, it's like a Bailey's they get on top. So you don't see the vodka and the whiskey mixed with the coffee liqueur that's just all black. And then on top of it is the little bit of Bailey's that he puts on
it.
What's
up, Joey?
To give him the cream, to give it the cream look on the top. Yeah. That fucking thing is the nastiest shit.
Oh my
ever.
God, it was brutal, dude.
The look on that guy's face when he drank that thing, you know. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't know how he did that.
Drinks were so fucking stiff.
Or Benny, the guy at Dick's, though, that was pouring the vodka, man. The guy that couldn't walk, you know.
Oh yeah, the
he
really
could barely
big
move
dude.
around. Yeah,
like
nice dude though.
Pounds.
Yeah, he was four is being generous.
Four's being generous.
That fucker was huge, man. He couldn't fucking move, so he was giving you enough in a drink for the rest of the night. He gave that fucking pour on me, the first vodka that he made for me. And I like Grey Goose and cranberry. That's my favorite drink. It's like Grey Goose and cranberry.
Yeah.
We didn't get Grey Goose in that fucking shithole though. Like,
no, dude, we got Welsh
vodka that tastes like fucking rubbing alcohol. The first sip I took of that first night we were there, I was like, woo. But the worst part was I had about 5 of them.
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember the rest of the night.
So John's sitting there and like we're getting toasted and we're like, "What do we want to eat?" And he goes, "Oh, Johnny Rockets is really good." We're fucking gone at this point, dude. Like, and we're looking at each other and we're like, "Holy shit." So we sit down at this table and this guy's walking by and I think he was in a Dodgers hat.
Yeah, he was in a Dodgers hat.
And Wangland looks at him and goes, "Hey, fuck you." And the guy goes, "Why?" And he goes, "Your fucking hat, fuck you."
They had just signed Kyle Tucker a couple days before, and the Mets didn't get him, so I was fucking pissed off at the Dodgers. Get a little vodka in me from Benny the bartender there with the fucking heavy pour, and everybody that was wearing a Dodgers hat, I was cussing out.
You were just like, "Fuck you,
fuck you."
Why? Oh, your fucking hat, fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't do it again after that, but I wanted to a few times to people.
Dude, it was,
and that fucking burger was the worst.
Oh man.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Vile. The fucking raw bacon. I think I threw it across the fucking Rockets. You know. Did I throw the bacon?
You did a lot of things, man. You did a lot of things.
I thought I threw the bacon because it was raw. And I might have thrown a tomato too because I don't like tomatoes and they put tomatoes on my burger, so I might have thrown a tomato.
Oh God. That was one thing about those places. They were some of the scummiest fucking places.
The only thing we ate the entire weekend because the food is so shit there was Buffalo Wild Wings and White Castle.
Oh man, this shit.
Yeah, how do you fuck up a hamburger is right, Ricky? When they give you raw fucking bacon and you're about five when you're about five
they slivered that shit right off the pig, bro. Like they just took a knife and just sliced it on your plate.
Normally I'd be polite, you know me. I'm a polite guy. I'm as nice as pie to everybody.
When you get a little liquor in you,
I told you, don't feed me vodka, man.
And,
when I get vodka,
neither am I. You know, we had a few incidences where I wasn't either.
You had a few. I'm not going to mention those ones, though. I'm not going to.
All right.
Oh, dude, this guy was being a douchebag to his girlfriend, and you were drinking tequila. This night. This was on Saturday, and then I am still hungover from the morning before, so I had just started drinking pretty heavily at this point on Saturday. But you were just in the mood to fucking. It's going to a wild start, Ricky. So he's just in the mood to drink tequila to this evening. And we were so hungover. Let's just say this, okay? We were so hungover Saturday morning that we both woke up and felt like death at 4:30 in the morning.
Now, mind you, every day we walked like 7 to 10 miles too.
Yes, literally. But we had to go. We had such a bad hangover on Saturday morning. Coffee didn't work. Water didn't work. Gatorade electrolytes didn't work. We went to the oxygen bar.
Yeah.
You know, and we got pumped with fresh oxygen, bro. I felt like $1 million after that.
We got hooked up with the electronic massage.
Oh yeah, we got a massage from Dora.
Oh, dude,
she was a sweet woman too, wasn't she? Yeah, she was a sweet woman. Ricky, this dude, we'll get to in a second, almost got locked in the Taz mission by Rich.
I almost beat the shit out of somebody.
So Richie decides to start drinking he wants to do shots, and we get to the casino, and I'm just over the hangover at this point. We were a couple beers in. We were listening to some great tunes out there they had.
Oh, it was badass. Great
tunes on Fremont. If you're in Las Vegas, go to the Fremont Experience over the Strip. It's way better.
Yeah, the Strip sucks.
It sucks. Fremont's so much fun. Yeah. Tons of fun shit to do. It's like their version of Mardi Gras, basically. Yeah. You know? And you can walk around and drink and have a good time and laugh. You can gamble, you can eat, you can do whatever. Fucking great. So you're just going in rare form right from the start of the night. You said, let's go do a shot. I said, all right, man, I'll do a shot with you. You know, like, what do you want to do? I think I told you to pick, and then you get a double shot at Don fucking Julio for me. Dude, I about vomited that thing right up. Do you remember my look?
You did.
Like, I literally like gagged.
You spit it back in the cup a little bit. It was
I finished it all though.
You did. You did.
I was like, it was coming up, and because it's disgusting. Like tequila to me is disgusting. And then you choke it down, and then you give me another one to the fucking guy, and the guy gives you another one, and you do another double. And then for the rest of the night, you had about 8 more of those. And then when you were back, you were back at the Excalibur, when we went back to the hotel we were staying at, the casino, the Excalibur, that's where we stayed. What a view!
The brick wall.
The brick wall. We thought we were gonna have this great view, and it's looking at a concrete wall. You know.
Yeah.
The last picture that we took was the view that we had because it was so wonderful. But we get back there, and you start drinking like triples. Now at this point, and you're not drinking cheap slop well crap either. You're drinking Don Julio, you know.
Yeah.
And you want another one, man? Said, no, I'm good. Whoop whoop whoop! You're pounding it, and then you see this fucking douchebag that is being such a dick to his girlfriend and is trying to hit on this girl that's sitting next to us, and he's being such a douchebag. And you wanted to just you were so mad at him at this point, and your tequila was speaking out. You're like, go over there and say something to him, Wangland. And I'm like, what am I gonna fucking do to this guy? I don't care. Let him fucking be a dude. I'm gonna fucking say something to him. I'm like, no, bro, we're good. Let's have fun. Let's hang out with the bartender's name was Joey, remember? Because we were laughing about because of Joey. From Joey Brown from the show that just popped up a minute ago. We were laughing about it. He's like, Joey. And he had that cool vibe like Joey does too.
He did.
He's a cool dude. And you're just fucking hot, man, at this guy. And then you will not let it go. And you pulled this kid over. And I'm standing right behind you just in case this guy decides to fucking take a poke at you. I was just going to come up and clean him then. You know, I had to. Because I thought this was going to precipitate into a brawl. And you take this young man out, and I'm listening to you, fucking educating him about how to properly treat a lady. And how he's got a woman. She cares about you, man. And you're sitting over here, and you're doing this stupid, childish shit, and you're going off on this kid, lecturing him. And I'm just like, wow. And this kid takes it like a champ, man.
Yeah, he did.
And he goes, He goes, yeah, I'm gonna try to do better. He's just trying to shut you up. And I'm like, all right, this was the end of the night for you. And at this point, I said, all right, you got him, bro. You got him, man.
Yep.
And then you're like, all right, got him. Dude, 5 seconds later, I turn around, we're walking away. You're walking off. You don't even realize this. This fucking guy goes right back to hollering at the girl in the red.
That sucks.
It didn't work.
That sucks.
But, bro, you gave him a stern lecture.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was me giving my kids one of my typical dad lectures.
He needed it, man. He was being a douchebag.
Dude, that shit was hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm snapping to attention partly in there because of you, man.
Yeah.
It was a good time. What's going on, Laza?
What's up, Laza?
We're not going to win many titles, Ricky, but we're going to have some fun doing it. That's for sure. What's going on, Rabbi? Good to see you. Laza, thanks for the stars, brother. Greatly appreciate that, my friend. Anybody else that ever wants to donate, you're more than welcome on our Facebook. You can donate to the stream with some stars if you'd like to. It helps the show. And if you don't like to, no worries. It's all free. Yes, Tommaso Ciampa did disappear on AEW. So, are you a big Ciampa fan, Ricky? Are you a fan of Tommaso Ciampa, Richie?
No, not really. I could give or take. He's going to be a forgetful person in wrestling history.
He was great in NXT, and came to the main roster, and just like I figured, he just didn't have it.
Yeah.
He just didn't have it. So that's my opinion, though. Nothing against him. His feuds in NXT were fucking fantastic, though. If you give me an NXT version of Ciampa, I'm all behind it, and I will watch that.
That's what I was going to say. There's been parts, know. I've never liked Gargano. I just haven't. He's
a turd, bro. I don't get it. I don't get the fans' love and admiration for Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Never did. But good for him on AEW. I'm glad he's getting a spot at least. So
yeah, for sure.
If they would have brought him in with his NXT persona, Ricky,
they should have kept him away from the tag team division.
Yeah. That was just, at the end, them trying to do something and squeeze something out of him, I guess, Yeah. He is a goof, Rabbi. I just don't get it with him. Super nice guy. And I'll say that you can see as a human being, he's a great guy. Like, probably one of the nicest wrestlers to his fans in the stories you hear of it. Like, in a world where you hear all these people say, don't come up to me in an airport, don't do this, don't do that. Gargano actually gets on his social media and says, if you see me out, please don't feel, like you can't come up and see me. Like, you can come up and say hello to me anytime, and I'm always going to welcome you. Right. And his wife does the same thing. Like, they're notorious for it. So
for sure,
I respect the fuck out of them as people. I just don't get them on the main roster. It just doesn't work. Gargano was great in NXT too. Main roster didn't work. DIY was a great tag team in NXT. Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Some of the best tag team wrestling I've seen in the last 25 years was when they were in NXT with some of those tag teams in there.
Fair enough.
Hands down. That made tag team wrestling fun watching it there.
Yeah. I think they did a great job in that ladder match. That was at Mania. I mean, they did a good job then,
Sure. Ciampa did great on the indies before NXT, WWE, etc. I think he wrestled Ring of Honor for I've seen Johnny Gargano on the indies before he made it too, many times. He would frequent this area a lot. I think he was from Ohio or something like that. So he would run shows with the local 2CW here and a couple other great ones. And I've seen Johnny through the years many, many times in matches. Always impressed me on the indies, though.
Yep.
Always impressed me on the indies, for sure. But, hey, good luck to Tommaso. I hope he does great over there in AEW. AEW might have picked up a great person, or is it just another signing to an overinflated roster? I would probably say the later.
We didn't get to talk about the strap, man, before we get going here.
Oh, now we got to admit failure.
Yeah.
We bitched out on the 855-foot jump.
Yes.
And we take no lumps and say it.
But we did go to the top. I did ride the needle.
You did. I would not do it.
That
thing is terrifying looking.
Yeah.
1,100 feet in the air, rocketing you up like that. Absolutely. Yeah. The one guy, I was going to do it, and then the one guy gets off the thing, and I was literally ready to do it, man. I told you I needed like 2 rides to get my nerves up on it because it's 1,100 feet in the air, and it's just fucking in pitch black at night up there. It's cold. It was so
scary. Beautiful, though.
I'm sure it was when you went up even further. It was beautiful, but going up that thing, I don't know. And that guy was going to do it, and this guy gets off the thing. And I'm not exaggerating the look on his face.
Dude, he looked like he went through a bad time machine.
Yeah. It looked like he died and came back and realized that he just went to hell for about a minute, and that was what hell is like. So he better clean his life up after that. Like, that was the look he had on his face.
Right.
You know? And I was like, and you look at me, you're like, ready to get on? And I go, fuck you. Fuck you.
You did tell me I was a brave soul.
You are. You did it like 4 times, bro.
Yeah.
You did it like 4 times. And then we could not jump that needle, bro.
No.
You know? I'll say this, though. We're going to go back and do it.
We did the zip line.
We did do the zip line, which was up
zip
really
was
fucking
11
high.
stories high.
Yep. And I did do the it sting.
Yep. And you Superman that shit, so you're laying on your stomach, you know?
Yeah.
That was pretty intense, dude.
It was fun.
And you're going like 50 miles an hour.
I'll say this, though, with the strat. I told you this when we were there, and I don't ever make a promise I can't keep, okay? And I'll say this. The next time we go back, because we're going to go back, and me and Pauline are going to come out, and we are going to visit you and your wife one weekend when we can have an adult weekend there in the future. Yeah. So me and my partner are going to come out and see you, and yours probably next year we'll do it again. But me and you both said, because my Pauline wants to do it bad. She's an action junkie. She will do anything. She's fearless, man. I'll say that about her, Rich. She's the type that would just leap right off and go like that.
Yeah.
She has zero fucking fear on that. I totally respect it. You know, she wants to do it so bad. So we're going to, so me and you, I know your wife said no fucking way. She ain't ever doing it, but
she's not doing it.
Me and you are going to go, and we're going to do it in the daylight next time with Pauline when we go there the next time. We are going to do it, and there's no bitching out, no chickening out.
Okay.
Okay? We're making this proclamation well in advance.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I did not yell to Natty at the zip line, Rabbi.
Jesus.
I definitely did not do that. Apparently, when I was little, I nearly opened the airplane door while the plane was in flight. Like, Jesus, Laza.
Wow. Yeah, that's not good.
I won't even do a 20-foot jump. I've never been on an airplane and never will. No shot. I mean, I've flown a million times. I hate it. I mean, a million times I've done it, but the worst are the long flights.
When that needle shoots you up in the air like that, dude, you can't even fucking take a deep breath in until you get to the top. It's fucking intense.
Dude, I was so scared for you. I was gripping I was gripping the rails up there and bending into it because I didn't even feel right. Like, I thought I was going to get vertigo and just fucking pass backwards on that thing. And I was going to go off the stratosphere one way or the other, just not with a bungee cord.
It's intense, bro.
Bro, your fucking face the first time they shoot you up. That one time when you're just looking at me, I'm just watching you, and your fucking face, and you were trying to keep your eyes open, and they launch you up, and you go.
I believe it. I believe it.
Oh, we did do that cool roller coaster though too.
That was badass. So there's a roller coaster over at the what is that? The M&M's factory. Yeah,
it's connected to the M&M's factory. But
so you go in there, and then you go in there, you hop on the roller coaster, and of course, before we go on it, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're doing routine maintenance. We're adding tracks to it," and we're like, "Oh, that's fucking great."
Joy.
Yeah, that one's a fun one because it goes through that half of the strip.
It's a cool ride too.
That's a great ride.
The Problem Child films, those are great movies, bro.
Nice.
You remember the Problem Child movies growing up? Did you ever see them?
Never watched them.
Oh, they're fucking hilarious. John Ritter's in it.
Oh,
even the first one's got Kramer from Seinfeld in it. He's the villain.
Nice.
The bow tie killer.
Hell yeah.
He's more fearless than that bum Natty. Fuck Natty. She was almost the goof of the week this week.
She was going to be a 3-peat offender.
Dude, just look at this picture that she posted for her new character change, because of course she turned heel like we all knew she was going to. And then this is what she posts on her Twitter and thinks this is going to be something cool and people are going to like this. Look at this.
What does this even mean? That she has a dick?
Seriously, she's standing up and peeing on her Natalia gravestone here, or headstone. Why is she standing up and peeing? Is she making a proclamation that she has a penis or something? Is Tyson Kidd getting freaky?
I guess nowadays, dude, you know, you can identify as whatever you want.
Bro, it disgusts me that she thinks that this is cool. You know?
They gonna nickname her Natty Daddy?
Natty. I mean, what is this supposed to fucking mean? You're pissing on your old character. Okay, wonderful. But we've been under this assumption for the last 20 years that you've absolutely made us miserable watching you because you suck so fucking bad. Now you have a dick and you're pissing on things like that.
Well, and we've been told that her character has been great. So now you're pissing on it? It makes zero fucking sense.
I would implore anybody to tell me why Natty Neidhart is a good competitor and a good wrestler. Tell me why. What has she done for this business? Nutty Natty. She's got some fucking issues. Like, she's gonna be off our TV again in about 2 weeks, so it's okay.
We can only hope.
Like, every gimmick that she does, she gets like one feud a year, maybe every 2 years with somebody, and after that it's over. Pretty quick because she sucks. So I love in Problem Child the nun that gets stuck in the pot and Junior goes, it's a penguin in a pot. It's a good movie. It's a good movie if you've never seen it. It's from the early 90s. It's really funny. Problem Child had Carrie Von Erich too. Well, let's get into some UFC to kick it off tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
What'd you think of the card overall from the first Paramount card? You guys chime in too. What did you guys think? Put in your comments.
I thought it was good. Some of the matchups I didn't think lived up to the hype. You know, I was excited to see Derek Lewis come back. And boy, did he give up pretty quickly, you know. There was a kid in the beginning on the prelims. Me and Jeremy were talking about him. He was from Arizona, but fighting out of Albuquerque, if that's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremy. But he was a Golden Glove boxer, and he just beat the holy shit.
Was that Ty Miller?
Ty Miller, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kid's got some talent, man. And he's got some hands. Really technical striking, great boxer. We didn't get to see him much on the ground, so I don't know what his ground game's like. But if he keeps it on the feet, he's very talented.
I missed the fight, but I heard a lot of great things about him, especially from you guys and other people I saw online. What's his weight class?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he might be a featherweight.
Okay. So he's got lightning fast hands in probably.
Yeah, and he's skinny too, you know. Devison Figueiredo, that fight kind of shit the bed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them. Sean O'Malley, you would think in any other fashion he would knock Song Yadong out, you know. I mean, he beat the shit out of him, but I was waiting for him to put him out.
I don't think it was that bad, though, you know. I thought he lost the first round, and then he won the second and the third round, meaning O'Malley, you know. Yeah. But it wasn't that entertaining till the end of the fight.
Yeah.
His entrance, I got to say this about his entrance, though. You know, like, he's got a cool entrance, too, that he comes out to.
Oh, he's got a great entrance. I mean, the guy's a superstar for sure, and he's going to get to retire probably in the next year or two. So
made $1 million off of this, his highest payday ever, I think, or a little bit less than under maybe his highest, but you know, he made $1 million fucking bucks. And then he was the one that headlined the first the Sphere card, right?
Yeah.
That's an amazing sight in Las Vegas too. For those who ever go out there,
Oof.
Holy shit! I didn't get to see it up close, but we saw it from a distance, from the top of the Strat.
Yeah.
What a fucking view that is, man!
Beautiful. And
it's
then,
amazing.
Of course, when we leave, they announced that fucking Metallica is going to go play there.
Yeah, sucks.
Like, cool, dude.
I'd love to see them there, bro.
Yeah.
Think of them. Think of going to see them inside the Strat.
Oh my god.
Or the Sphere. I'm sorry. You know, think about going to see them inside of that, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking badass. But I don't know. I wasn't that impressed with the O'Malley fight. I mean, the John Silva, that barking douchebag.
And what a fucking asshole to taunt him the way he did. He stood on him like a surfboard. You know?
And I know they had fun with it after. It wasn't like a big thing to either of them.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good fight, I think, to watch, but I'm not that impressed with him.
The other guy I was impressed with, I had no idea who the fuck he was, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some good skills. I think he just kind of fizzed out at the end of which is what cost him on that. But I could have seen the other guy maybe getting the nod on that one too. I think his name was Allen or something. He was the number 6 ranked guy.
Yeah.
But John Silva tries to be too entertaining, and it's just not very entertaining to me.
It's the barking stuff for me, man. Like, what the fuck is that? You know,
stupid.
And then they did this promo where he's like looking at the belt and crying over it and shit. I'm like, what?
He was bawling like a bitch a bunch of times, man.
What the fuck is that? You know?
Yeah. The women's match between Rose Namajunas and the other girl, that was horrible.
It was a sleeper.
Yeah.
You know?
And
by that, I mean, go take a shit when you're watching it type of fight, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't anything entertaining. The goof of the week, though, goes to the douchebag on the prelims, Josh Hockett. This fucking guy is something else, bro.
He cuts a wrestling promo and steals just about everybody's promo skills, with the exception of Chael Sonnen, too. He adds him in there.
Yeah,
just
right.
Like, what the fuck?
He's the most unoriginal douchebag in the world. Hold on, and I'll pop up a quick clip from him because I don't want to get flagged by these idiots. But hold on. This guy is just fucking cringe as hell. Listen to this guy.
And Mangle Thunder, the one who can end world hunger, the bees knees, the big cheese, and me losing in a fist fight. N-word, please. I got the plums the size of drums in a division full of Tweedledees and Tweedledums on Paramount Plus, where I will make the viewer combust with one.
What does that even mean?
What a dork. What a goof, man, that this guy is. And then he goes on Helwani's show this week and decides to cut a fucking racial promo on Cortez, on Wandy Cortez, I think. Yeah. And starts cutting this thing about him being a deadbeat father of Dominican children, and does this racial thing, just awful. Helwani was the look on his face, man. He's like, yeah, we just went there and we shouldn't have gone there. Yeah. And he's like, that's, yeah, you just hear him. He was just doing that one. He was so uncomfortable. This guy sucked. Even Dana White trashed him for it.
Yeah, the guy's a fucking idiot. And I don't see him being around long. He'll be in PFL in no time.
Yeah, somebody will tomato can him out for sure. He was the shits.
He deserves to be the goof of the week for sure, though.
He's the goof of the week. Hold on, we gotta play Don for that again because he's the goof of the week. This kid.
No, Mark Kerr's a fucking goof. He's a fucking goof. Jeez, anybody who knows him knows he's a goof.
Speaking of Smashing Machine, before we get on to the main event, I watched it this weekend.
I don't want to watch it.
Don't. It's just not worth it. It's horrible.
After you said that, I don't want to waste my time. I've gotten so many bad reviews from people who have seen it that I'm just like, why would I subject myself?
And it's not short. It's like 2 hours and 6 minutes or something like that. Yeah. I had to break it up into 2 days because I couldn't take full 2 hours of it in one clip. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see where it went. It was the most scatterbrained fucking thing. It's like it just hops into it. Like people automatically know all about Mark Kerr as a young man, and they just kind of snap into it when he's starting in the UFC, and they don't explain anything. It's terrible.
Right.
And then, The Rock did his best at it. I'm not saying his acting was that bad or anything like that.
Should have picked a better representative.
Yeah, should have picked a better representative. Let me get a little drink here. Man, it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Hands down. It was a waste. It got better the second half of it where it was bearable, but that was it.
Or were you just falling asleep and kind of halfway watching?
The first night I was falling asleep. I think I might have actually fallen asleep during it.
Yeah.
So I think that was my fall asleep one that night because I think Friday night I went to bed really early and I was watching that stuff.
He said it's 5.5 hours. Oh, all in. Okay. Got it.
All in is 5 hours? 5.5 hours?
That.
Oh my God. 5.5 hours for an AEW show?
Smashing Machine.
Man, that's torture for 5.5 hours watching AEW. Jeez. No thanks.
You only get one Kenny Omega match? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'd probably watch that and then peace out.
Yeah. No, that's a long ass show right there. No thanks. No thanks. But let's get to the main event though on that one. So main event's Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. I'll say this too. This is the first time I've ever seen a full Paddy Pimblett fight. Okay. I've seen him in clips. I've never seen him in a full fight. His entrance is awesome.
It is awesome.
It is a fucking spectacle what he does.
Yeah.
And they love him
for
that.
They lit the whole sphere up with his wig.
Yeah. Bro, he plays along to it like a fucking genius. He knows the whole thing. He's a star, man. Paddy Pimblett's a fucking star.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. And, you know, he's got balls, man. He stood there toe to toe and he got fucking beaten down a lot in this fight. And he about knocked Justin Gaethje out a few times too.
He did, and he got his jaw broken, so I think he's suspended indefinitely until they get that wired shut and everything like that.
Paddy or Justin got their jaw
broken?
Okay.
You know, and it was kind of funny because Justin Gaethje whispered something to him after the fight, and later on he revealed in an interview, he goes, yeah, you know, leading up to this fight, he had a lot of words to say that he was going to change my face forever, so I had to remind him that, you know, I asked him, did you change my face forever or did I change yours?
Yeah.
He bloodied Paddy up bad.
He did.
Paddy definitely looked worse for wear there, dude.
Paddy looked like he'd been fucking mauled by somebody. Yeah. Looked like he got in a fight with a fucking, you know, one of those gigantic fucking gorillas, man.
He looked like, remember when you got spanked by one of those gorillas on Fremont?
Oh yeah, the big dancing one.
Anyways, he looked like a swollen Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. He got clubbed good.
It was bad.
Yeah. But it was a very close fight, you know.
It was a close fight, but I after round 3, I was very confident Gaethje was going to win it.
That was Paddy's best effort. He definitely won round 3 in that, for sure. He definitely won round 3. And I think Gaethje knocked him down in what was it, 2, 4, and 5?
2, 4, and 5.
Yeah. And he knocked him down a few times in each of those rounds too. And where
do you think he goes from there, Paddy Pimblett?
I think he takes a little bit of time to recoup, and I think they put him in there with another high-profile matchup of some sorts. You know, a fun one for him. I know they're not going to do it anytime soon, especially with him getting his jaw wired shut. But, you know, a fun one for him that I'd really like to see, and I know he'd be going up a little bit in weight, but I think he could make it work because he cuts down a lot of weight, meaning Paddy Pimblett. But I think it'd be fun to see Conor McGregor versus Paddy Pimblett.
Everybody wants that fight.
Do they? Okay. I think it'd be
They
fun
both
match.
are double champs at Cage Warriors. They came up from the same organization. The history's there, the story's there. You know.
You think they'd go at it with each other on the mic and just ragtag?
Fuck yes, they would. Oh my god.
Like each
and
other
it would be funny.
For each other?
What's that?
Do they have any type of relationship?
They've talked through the media. I don't think anything, you know. Right. I personally would love to see McGregor versus O'Malley or McGregor versus Pimblett before he hangs it up.
O'Malley, the little guy?
O'Malley would have to cake on some fucking weight.
No way. I don't want to see that.
That would be fun, dude.
Conor would fucking kill him.
It would be a fun fight.
He'd fucking kill him.
Yeah. I mean, if we live in a world where we can see fucking Floyd Mayweather Jr. go against fucking Logan Paul, O'Malley versus McGregor is not far off. You know?
I mean, it'd be fun for the shit talk and for the promotion alone would be a good time. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Fighter's a great movie, Joey. I like that movie too.
It is a great movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a really good one. I mean, I like Pimblett and McGregor. You know, do him at 170. Paddy's fought at 170 before too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know that's a huge cut for him to go down to 155.
Yeah. And
Justin Gaethje's a big dude, man. He's easily pushing 185 pounds by fight night, I would say.
Well, I don't think McGregor's under 170 anymore now. You know,
I think he walks around 190 now.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 190, 200. McGregor's only going to make 170.
Yeah.
You know, he's not making anything lower than 170 now.
Right.
Poor
Michael Chandler, man. Dana White has just taken his dreams away. And then there was rumor and speculation that it was going to be Jorge Masvidal that welcomed him back because Jorge Masvidal's ties to fucking Donald Trump. And then Dana said nope. So, you know.
When's the White House card?
It's around July 4th. I know that.
Okay, so if it's in July, let's be realistic too. Paddy Pimblett could be ready for that fight.
He could. And they're starting negotiations this next month here in February to put the card together. They now have the logistics of it set up, so now they're going to get the card together. So it's going to be interesting who they put on there. I'm gonna step out on a limb here and say John Jones isn't going to be on the card.
I don't think Aspinall's going to be on it for sure. And
I don't think Aspinall's going to be on it. Alex Pereira is going to be on the card.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
He'll be on it for sure. But the only good matchup for Alex Pereira that you'd want to see on a massive card like the White House one is against John Jones.
Yeah.
Like, undependable or not, you know, like, I get it where Dana comes from with that because John's done some damage in his career on those things, but he ain't gonna fuck that opportunity up, I don't think.
Dude, they better not put Islam Makhachev in the fucking main event.
Wouldn't that be ironic with everything that's going on in the country?
Pissed. I would be so mad.
Wouldn't that be ironic with everything that's going on in the country?
There needs to be a mega fucking name like a McGregor, like a John Jones in that. The greatest fight of all time that you could assemble would be John Jones versus Pereira. Why would you not? That there's money all over that. And then make Conor the fucking co-main with whoever he's going to fight. Then you could do Peter Yan versus O'Malley.
Yeah. Conor Paddy Pimblett would be a great co-main event for that. I'm throwing it out there. To me, I did
forget to mention something before we go on about the White House card. I did forget to mention there was, I don't know if you noticed, but Michael Johnson's somebody who fought Justin Gaethje was one of my favorite fights. His fight was actually canceled, and they had the FBI involved. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like they were trying to throw the fight or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. But
there's a lot of that going on, seems like.
Yeah. So there was flags in it that got flagged to the Gaming Commission, and they cut that fight off for potential fraud reasons. We don't know the reasoning yet, but yeah, it was thrown off the prelims for that. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on with that.
Perfect world. You're the booker. Who do you put in the White House main event?
John Jones, Alex Pereira. It's the marquee matchup, man. It's what everybody would want to see. Two killers going against each other.
Go main.
Paddy Pimblett, Conor McGregor.
Yep.
The two most exciting matchups.
Yep.
You got in the co-main event the two guys that can draw the most heat, and if the main event is a stinker, the hype from the co-main event between those two talking with one another, and let's be realistic.
If you put Pereira and John Jones in there, that's not going to be a stinker.
No, I'm not saying it would, but if it was, or if you had a problem, you got two guys that are going to be reliable on that, because Conor's going to get the pep talk before he goes, where they say, you're going to be one of the headliners on this, and you got to be on your best fucking behavior. You're getting paid a fucking boat ton of cash, and they already said they're going to restructure his deal to get him to come back, and give him more money. That's what he wants. They've already said they're going to do it. So it's going to happen that you're going to get this guy back on, and they're going to have that fucking come to Jesus meeting with him and let him know the same thing. And if they're going to do it with John Jones, they're going to have the same conversation with John Jones. It's going to be the type of conversation, to me, if I was Dana White, if you're going to think of doing John Jones as your headliner, I have the conversation with them right before the fight, and I say, if you fuck this up, I will fucking blackball you from everywhere. You will never, ever, ever be involved here ever again, and you will not make any fucking money in this business ever again.
Could you imagine?
You'd have to.
And I'm just throwing a Hail Mary here because nobody's bringing this up, and I haven't found out why. And I'm throwing a Hail Mary. I'm thinking, when you talk about legacy and you talk about someone who's been mentioned to be the greatest of all time in combat sports and MMA specifically, he's undefeated. He's a fan of Donald Trump, and he's Russian. And it would be one of the biggest. He would come back and finish being the 30-0. And if you put him against McGregor, it's going to fucking be the most watched shit in forever.
It would. It would, but it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, but could you imagine if it did?
It would be entertaining again.
At the White House.
They hate each other.
At the White House. That would probably be the most epic shit that you could do.
He's from Russia, right, Khabib?
Yeah. Dagestan.
Dagestan. Okay. Is that another country in there or something like that? Or
It's like a province in there, I think, or something.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know the geographic location and how they break this up, folks, but I would assume it's its own country at least, but who knows how they do it out there. I'm sorry if I don't know. I mean, it would be fun. It would be fun for a good thing. I think Khabib's the most boring fucking fighter.
I just wanted Conor to fucking clean his clock. I don't think he's the only fighter to take a round from Khabib ever.
Yeah, but see, the difference is Khabib's in the fucking gym every day with fucking young lions, man.
It's true.
And the way that those fuckers train, he takes that shit serious, bro.
He does.
He ain't out there blowing it up his nose like Conor is and drinking it down his gullet with all the whiskey that he's.
Very fucking true. You have valid points.
And Conor doesn't seem like he's willing to give that lifestyle up.
Yeah,
he will be.
I think he's lost his aura. You know.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I like Patty and Conor is because look at it like this. All right, what's the worst thing that can happen in a situation if you put Conor up against somebody like Khabib or you put him up against a Michael Chandler or one of them? If he loses, it's over after that for him. You can't build him up anymore because he's lost so many damn fights at that.
It's like Tony Ferguson. He'll be looked at as a joke.
Absolutely. You put Pimblett and McGregor together, nobody loses in this, in my opinion. No matter who wins and who loses. You're going to get two guys that are going to fucking give you the best promotional tour for this possible. They're both going to be reliable because you're going to have that come to Jesus talk with Conor, and Patty's not going to mess up Red Panty Night. You know, Patty's going to probably make $5 million, $10 million bucks for this one. And he's going to never do anything to screw that up. And he's going to get there and be fully invested in it. They're going to give you a great fight that's going to go back and forth probably. Whoever wins, it's great for them if they win. If Patty beats the legend, great for him. If he doesn't win, you can always use the thing Conor's much bigger than him, blah, 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 you know, this, that, and the other thing. Nobody loses in this to me.
You know, another one that would be fun is they gotta put Ilia Topuria on there versus Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje versus Conor would be a fun one. There's a lot of history there, them talking shit back and forth.
Could be. It's not as sexy as if you got to pair him up against somebody that can talk.
Yeah.
You got to go pro wrestling on him, bro. You know,
dude, I wish they would bring Nate Diaz back just to do the trilogy.
Stevenson needs a lot more time.
Yeah,
fighting tomato cans out there and getting a good 45-second YouTube clip from doing it isn't worthy, in my opinion, yet of being on the White House prelims.
Yeah, they were both double champ in Cage Warriors. Laza.
I want to see Conor and BKFC though one day. That would be fun.
He's got to finish this contract. If it's void, like he's saying, he should just skip over there. But
I read this too, that Shane McMahon is rumored to show up as the GM of AEW.
Do we really believe that though?
It's out there. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying it's going to be.
I think he thought Tony Khan was a dope when he met up with him.
I think he did too, but I think there's always a potential if you throw enough at somebody to get him to come back.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. He'd get killed if he got in there nowadays.
After the lawsuit with Mark Hunt and that whole disaster they did at UFC 200, it'll never happen.
I think Stevenson's going to be a force in this for sure, Laza. I think he's going to be a force.
Yeah, and dirty boxing. I think he'll get smoked in UFC.
He's got to get some time underneath him.
Yeah.
He hits fucking hard though, man. I saw him when he swings, but he stick. Do you ever see him when he goes? He sticks his fucking jaw out, man. Yeah. And it's like, bro, you do that shit with one of those guys in the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, they connect on you. It's over, man.
Yeah. You think he's gonna beat Cyril Gahn? No.
Not a fucking chance.
Not a chance.
No. Tom Aspinall would fucking knock his teeth out, man, if he went in there with him now. And those guys are good enough wrestlers that they're going to be able to neutralize a lot of his wrestling.
Yep.
You know, Daniel Cormier is your prime example when you can find a guy that everybody thought Jones couldn't keep up with him, you know, with wrestling.
That big tub of shit, man. He's getting back in there with John Jones to fucking grapple.
Yeah. Oh, they're doing a grappling match?
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody went back and watched the Paramount, but somebody. This isn't AI. It's not chopped up or nothing. Like, if you go back and you watch the original footage, which I've done, you can hear DC fart during the fucking commentary, and it's fucking priceless.
John tried to bury the, John tried to bury the hatchet with him a little bit and try to be nice, and they were being kind of nice to each other. And then DC just wanted no part of it again and started trashing him again.
He can't let that shit go.
He just can't, man. And he can't let the fact that John knocked the fucking shit out of him twice.
Both times.
And he was an Olympic wrestler, and John Jones neutralized his fucking wrestling in the octagon, and he couldn't do a thing. And John Jones took him down at will.
There's just some people in this life that are just better at you than everything, you know?
Yeah. My favorite is those two when they had the cameras hot and they didn't realize they were being taped. And then you get John Jones on there, and Daniel Jones. I think it was before their first, or Daniel Cormier before their first fight, right?
Yeah.
And then you hear John Jones. This is just the true prick that he is. And, he goes, "You there, you pussy?"
Yeah, you still there, you pussy?
You still there, you pussy? And then Daniel "You just the fucking fakest motherfucker ever."
Yeah. Yep.
You just get on there and you just put a fucking smile on your face and you just sell that shit. And he just goes, "You're just a scumbag."
Yep.
You're just a scumbag.
Dude, my favorite Daniel Cormier moment was probably when he was standing in the cage at the end of his fight and they were talking about like insults John Jones had said to him or whatever. And John Jones goes like, "Yeah, well, at least I don't look like a crackhead." He's like, "I may look like a crackhead, but I've never been one." Shit was hilarious.
Oh, Jesus. Those two always had great history with one another. I think that was probably the last UFC that I've ever bought was maybe, I don't know if it was when they fought the second time or if it was GSP's last fight against Bisping.
Yeah.
It was one or the other was my last fight that I ever bought.
What a card that one was to see GSP pull that off.
Oh, GSP's my favorite all time, hands down.
Yeah.
But I love John Jones and Daniel Cormier together, man. I like that they can keep that heat up with one another.
Sure.
I know Cormier is way out of the game, but I'd love to see a round 3 between them.
Yeah, even in a bar fight.
Yeah, just something. Just let them go.
Thumb wrestle, whatever.
Mighty Mouse was always boring to me.
He's good. The problem with that division is there's never been enough competitors.
Mm-hmm.
TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt, people like that, fine. Mighty Mouse, just, the best fight that I saw him have, most competitive-wise, was with John Dodson. That was about it.
The guy from Jackson's back in the day, right? He was on Ultimate Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah. Did they fight twice?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And
John Dodson was a pretty exciting guy.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse is never, everybody makes him a comparison to the GOATs of MMA and stuff like that. I don't see it because the people that he's fought, it's like, they're not up there. John Lineker, people like that. It's like, oof, okay.
Yeah. They got rid of the division for a while, or they were
because there was nobody.
Yeah, it's gone right now. They don't have a 125, do they?
Pantoja is the champ.
Oh, see, I don't even know that. That's how little I know about 125 there. I thought they disbanded it.
Yeah, Brandon Moreno is probably my favorite out of the division.
He's impossible to be a fan of, and he's
comes not likable at all.
He comes from my town, bro.
John Jones, who is chasing people who snatch women's purses down. That's the John Jones I like. John Jones who's hitting pregnant women in their car and then fucking running away from the scene. That's not the John Jones I like.
I was such a fan of him in the beginning when you see him. He looks like a nice, humble guy. You love his backstory. And I love the fact he's from my hometown, and you want to cheer for him for that reason. And then he just becomes a scumbag and just doesn't stop being a scumbag and just continues to be one over and over and over and over.
Laza makes a good point here. This was probably the biggest fumble in UFC history with their promotion.
Yeah,
that was the coolest moment to see Lesnar come in there and shove DC, and then he smacks the microphone in the camera and says they're all pieces of shits. If Lesnar would have came back and won the championship, that would have been the single most epic fucking moment in UFC history.
I forgot that they were trying to set up either Cormier and him or John Jones and him. Because both of them tried.
John Jones would have murdered Lesnar.
Murdered him.
He just would have made him look stupid,
It would have been a minute or less, probably.
It would have been like Stipe Miocic. He would have back shuffle side kicked him right in the rib and it had been over.
Cormier and Lesnar would have been a lot more entertaining, though, I think.
Yeah, their wrestling and stuff like that would have been incredible.
Yeah. Great fighter, horrible person. The greatest fighter in UFC history.
Yeah.
Nobody's even close.
Probably even besides that, like, I think John Jones in combat sports as a whole, if it's bare knuckle, if it's fucking boxing, if it's fucking thumb wrestling, whatever the fuck you want to call it, John Jones is winning, you know? I believe that.
He's just a remarkable fucking athlete, man.
And the people that forget about this, like, he did all this on drugs and alcohol. Could you imagine if he fully committed?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's scary to think about.
He made great competitors look like shit.
Yeah.
He made them look like they were amateurs.
And then having long layoffs, extensive layoffs, and then coming back, and he's still that fucking good.
The craziest thing to me, I always say this about him, or if you go back to his first match in the UFC, he was only training for 9 months, and he had 6 professional fights, knocked them all out, done something, choked them out, whatever it was in the first round. And then they throw him in there with this guy, which doesn't have a huge name for MMA, but in the world of jiu-jitsu, he was an Abu Dhabi, the Abu Dhabi champion. What do they call him? Their absolute champion, like the overall. He was like a fucking 6-time Abu Dhabi winner or some shit like that. Andre Galvao, they throw him in with. Dude had been rolling for 9 months and got in there with an Abu Dhabi fucking champion in jiu-jitsu, a fucking multiple-time black belt, and neutralized him and beat him in his first fight.
Yeah.
You know? And then takes out, I think, Shogun, and like he's like 2.5 years into his MMA career, and he's knocking out Shogun with ease.
Yeah.
And he was a fill-in.
Don't forget when he beat the shit out of Lyoto Machida, too.
Yeah.
That was when Lyoto was like scary.
Badass, man. Yeah. And he choked him unconscious.
Yep.
And just dropped his limp body right in the middle of the ring like that. Dude's a freak of nature, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Still mad that we never got the Jones versus Henderson back in 2012. After that, they got the Henderson and Shogun.
They saved Henderson's life in that one.
Yeah, he would have killed him. Bad. You know, unless he landed one of those H-bombs on him. You know, you never know. When Hendo hit you with one of those shots, you could go to sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody could get hit at any point in time. Yeah, his brother played with the Cardinals, and then his other brother played for the Ravens.
And he passed away, sadly.
Yeah, just last year he just passed away. And Chandler's had just horrendous mental health problems. He signed this massive contract. I think it was with the Raiders or something like that.
Yep.
And just had this just massive mental health breakdown and squandered that away. It was terrible to see.
Yep.
Brock versus Stipe. Stipe would have carved him up.
Yeah, I think so too. Brock, I don't know. I think him and Cormier was probably all we had left to see of Brock. You know, me personally, I wouldn't want to see him against anyone else. Maybe a Derek Lewis would be fun, something like that. But
Derek's got to go, man. He sucks.
He gave up.
He gave up right from the start.
He quit. You know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. God, I'm praying because him and Tai Tuivasa were my guys in that division. And Tai Tuivasa is this next one coming up, and I don't want to see him go down like that. That was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was sad because that guy wasn't even that good, man. What was his name? Cortez or something?
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't even that good to me. He was slow and fat, and I really wasn't that impressed by him in any way.
I couldn't believe he lost to him.
Let him go knock Josh Hockett out next. That's apparently what Josh Hockett wants. Let him go fucking put him to sleep and get him going.
If Derek Lewis will get his shit together, I would like to see him put out Hockett. That'd be funny. Could you imagine the after fight interview of that shit?
Oh, that would be this dude just a fucking bitch.
I would hope that he would place his cup right on his nose.
Yeah, he would just say, "This dude's just a bitch. I'm gonna go home now, and I'm gonna go shag my old lady."
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta take my pants off.
Roy Nelson versus Brock Lesnar would end the same as Mark Hunt versus Brock Lesnar, with Brock standing over him and beating his face in the ground.
Yep, I agree. Oh, Rich Franklin was great too.
Yeah,
Rich
Silva kicked his head in 10th row.
And people forget how dominant he was until he met Anderson Silva.
Silva fucking put his lights out.
Silva ruined his entire confidence in one shot.
Yep.
Like, he got beat so bad in that first fight. I was surprised that he tried to come back for a second one.
Yep.
There's some fights in life or some things that happen to people that just take them out no matter what.
Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson changed Ferguson forever.
Yep.
Forever.
And you can't come back from those when you get in that mindset.
No.
You know? Rich Franklin got beaten that way by Anderson Silva because he was beating everybody's ass. And then he was going in there confident, thinking he could stand with him, and boy, Anderson Silva fucked him up. It was sad. I remember watching it. It was sad. And then when they fought the second time, it was even more sad.
Yep.
You know, but Rich was a great fighter though too.
For sure.
I would like to see Brock and Derek. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good one.
Derek Lewis and the promos he'd make at Brock Lesnar, that'd be pretty good.
Absolutely.
I don't know. There's a lot of great stuff coming up. I'm really excited about covering the combat stuff, so I'm looking forward to when we can do a UFC card up in the next couple weeks again, and we will now that it's on Paramount. So,
well, this one coming up is supposed to be a good one this Saturday.
What time does it start at?
I think it's the same time.
Okay, we'll look it up. I'll look it up and see if I can do the time that night. Maybe we'll do that for our weekend stream this week if we can do it. Yeah. When's the Rumble? Is it Sunday or Saturday, guys? Tell me in the comments if you could, if it's Sunday or Saturday, because I know they're in Saudi Arabia. I know it's a 3 p.m. start time or something like that, but I can't remember if it's Sunday or Saturday. Yep. If it's Saturday afternoon, I can't do it for Rumble to live stream it because my daughter's got a competition. So if it's Saturday, if it's Sunday, I can do it. So I don't know which one they're doing because they're not on the 2-day Royal Rumbles yet, I don't think. And we're going to talk about Rumble after the break when we combine in division stuff, guys. So let me know in the comments, though, for anybody, if it's Saturday or Sunday. 2 p.m. Saturday Rumble. Yeah, I won't be able to do it then for a live stream. I won't. We
don't care about the Rumble.
Rabbi's honest, you know. He's honest. Yeah, I remember when he moved up to 205 and fought Chuck for sure. Yep. I do remember that, Jeremy. UFC start time, if it's at nighttime, maybe we can do that for sure. Cool. For our weekend stream. If I can, I will for sure. We'll try. Because I really want to watch. I watched the entire card and I was excited to watch it again on a Saturday.
You gotta do me a favor though. You gotta buy a beer on the way home.
I went to order. Okay, so here's what I was gonna do actually for the fights this weekend, and then you had the internet issue. So I was actually getting ready to DoorDash over some Real American beer and try Real American beer for the first time. So nice. We have it over here. It's over at Walmart. So I was going to DoorDash some over for the fight. So if we do the fight this weekend, I'll get some Real American beer and we'll have a couple Real Americans.
I'll find some Real American beer too, but you got to get a regular beer because we got a rematch we didn't get to do in Vegas.
That's Real American beer is a real beer. Come on. This is the Hulksters. It's Real American.
Is it like an IPA or what is it?
It's like Coors Light, they say.
Okay.
Yeah. Same as that's what people equate the taste to, is like a Coors Light.
Okay, fair enough.
And you know Coors Light's my favorite beer, like it is yours. So
we drink plenty of that.
Yep. And
tell you what, Fremont knows how to serve beers for fucking $16.
With the fucking, what are they, like 38 ounces or 48 ounces or something?
They were huge.
It's like a fucking big gulp that they give you.
You go.
A big gulp of beer.
I felt like a hillbilly drinking out of that fucking thing.
But... Well, they had a 106-ounce drink at the other place that you walk around in. This thing's like fucking 3 feet tall.
Dude, I'm telling you, the fucking beers, like when we went to that Nine Fine Irish pub, I was so let down. The guy he hands me a piss warm bottle of fucking Coors Light and wants $18 for it.
Yeah. Drug our ass to that shitty Irish place, dude. Man. What's it called again?
Nine Fine. Don't ever go to it. Biggest letdown.
Sucks.
Biggest letdown ever.
Sucks, bro.
Dude, that was the worst.
Yeah, what was the bottle of beer was $11 and a mixed drink was $17 there?
Something like that. I might have got my beers at fucking Fremont fucked up. How much did we pay for the beers at Fremont?
I don't remember.
It was cheap. I know it was cheap.
It didn't really matter.
It was cheap. Yeah.
GSP Anderson 180 catch weight would have been great. I would have loved to have seen those two fight.
Rabbi, you've had Real American beer. Rabbi, don't be saying that. You're ousting yourself to your people.
He likes his Keystone, man.
Shit.
Who would you pick in a GSP Anderson Silva fight?
You think Rabbi has a Keith Stone fucking yarmulke?
I think he drinks Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I do too.
I think he's a Pabst drinker, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking
bitter
Keystone.
Beer face.
Oh, it's the worst shit, bro.
I'm sorry. What'd you ask me? GSP versus Anderson Silva?
GSP Anderson Silva, whether it's a catch weight or 185, doesn't matter. However they do it. Who you taking?
Well, if it's on the feet, I'm taking Anderson Silva. If we're talking both in their prime, if it's on the feet, I'm taking Anderson Silva. If it's on the feet, I'm taking Anderson Silva. If it's on the ground or up against the cage or anything else, I'm going GSP.
So MMA fight, you can do any of those things. You know both their skill sets, what they both can do, and how they both fight.
I'm going to say that GSP humps his leg in the corner, wrestles him to the ground, and then pounds his face into the mat.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
I think GSP beats him 3, maybe 4 rounds by just brutality, taking him down over and over again and just pounding the shit out of him. And I think he eventually taps him and puts him in a rear naked choke and taps him out.
Yep.
Or the ref mercifully steps in as he's getting ground and pounded for shit for like 4 rounds. I don't think Anderson Silva would have done shit to him in his prime.
Right.
Because he just couldn't do it.
Yep.
Hams? What the fuck is Hams? Is that one of those fucking IPAs, Rabbi?
Rabbi, I thought you guys couldn't do non-kosher products. Ham sounds like pork is in the beer.
What is it? A fucking pineapple pork stout? You know?
A peanut butter and jelly fucking bacon fucking sandwich stout.
Another stream I follow, which is Australian, also has links with Pops and Figures businesses of the contest where you win a John Cena LJN. They're doing a live stream for the Rumble. I'm hoping to win the John Cena LJN.
Pretty cool.
Number 23 you drew. 23 wins if you cool. Good luck, man. GSP is my favorite fighter, but Anderson Silva would have a crazy reach advantage. All right, let's look up Hams. Okay, what is Hams?
This has got to be interesting. If it's some weird porn site, Rabbi, you're in trouble.
You're getting fucking booted if that's the case.
Yeah, we're coming to Israel and whooping that ass.
Oh, Hams Brewery, an American brewery from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Uh-oh, that's a bad place to be right now.
I'm not going there.
They've probably got a lot of mace in their brewery right now.
Hams beer was first brewed in 1865 in Minnesota, the land of sky, blue lake waters. Hams uses water.
Brand's in the house.
Yeah, Hams uses water best for brewing, as well as the choicest barley malt, grain, and hops.
Hams. I think we lost Johnny. He's frozen like this. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. You were frozen for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think I could drink a beer called Hams.
Bro, did you hear me about this? You can get 6 big boys, so the tall boys, and you can get 6 of those tall motherfuckers, bro. 6-pack of them for $7.
How much alcohol content's in them?
Let's see if it
Probably,
says in the.
What was it, 4 or 5?
Let's see. This product's available to ship to Alaska, Arizona, California. It looks like Delaware, DC, Idaho. It isn't available at your store for pickup. All right. I don't know what the alcohol content is on it, though. It doesn't say.
Huh.
Rabbi's giving us a little hint, though. I think he might be from fucking Minnesota.
Think so, huh?
This is a local taste right here. I've never seen a Hams beer anywhere.
Jesus.
Rabbi, if you want to send Rich a 6-pack of it and myself, I'd gladly give you my address to get some Hams beer, and we'll drink it live here on the air.
Rabbi, you save your money, man. I'm not drinking that fucking beer.
I'll try the thing. Why not?
Yeah, fuck that.
It might be delicious. You never do know.
Yeah.
You know, you got the choicest of barleys, oils, and fucking oats and shit.
Yeah.
I hated the remakes of Kickboxer, but I love the GSP JCV fight.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
We were just watching before this this awesome techno song that this guy made from Bloodsport. You know,
Rabbi used to live in Minnesota, he says.
Used to live in Minnesota. Interesting. All right.
That narrows it down.
Yeah. There's about a fucking bazillion of you out there too that I'm sure lived there before. I was hoping for John to suddenly say, "Here's Johnny," after he unfroze. That would have been cool if I would have known. He's now living in parts unknown.
Also known as Oregon.
Where is fucking Rewind?
He's right here. The R has to tell you in Rabbi that it's Rewind.
It's fucking better be, man. I'm about
His
tired.
biggest feud was with Rewind. He talked the most shit about Taz.
If not, Rewind just bitched out to Rabbi here.
If not,
how can Rabbi not be the hero in this? He's here week after week.
How could Rewind bail on us and not give us a punishment bowl after that poor Christian girl left him, or he left her, or whatever? We didn't even get the scoop. We don't even fucking know.
Every time we're giving this poor guy the boo, we should be giving him the applause. He's here week after week.
He's here.
Rewind, you're fucking.
I've even put the bat signal up for Rewind. He won't fucking come, man. I don't know what we did to him.
We used to always just call his name and he appeared, like Joe Hendry.
Yeah,
and he was there.
Not anymore.
You know, and he barely ever missed a week. And when he did, he was letting us know he's a jabroni.
Rewind texted me and said that he's playing bingo a lot.
Fucking bingo?
Fucking bingo. He told me he was going to take his lucky. I'm not. He told me he was going to take his lucky Taz figure to bingo with him and take a picture for us.
Wow.
That's why he hasn't been on the show, because he's been playing bingo in his downtime.
Wow. He just might have taken a heel turn on the show here,
bro.
This is a heel turn.
We haven't had a punishment bowl in at least fucking 3 months.
3 months? Talking about 6 or 7, I bet.
Dude, it hurts
my feelings. Time.
It hurts my feelings, Jason.
I mean, we did get a text message from him about a week and a half ago in one to me and you that he sent to wish us good luck in Vegas or something. That was the last time I heard.
He did.
You know, but you don't hear from the guy. We're out here, you know, we always had his back against Rabbi in this feud, but I don't know. You know, I only know one thing that I can do right now to try to call him. And, you know, let's
see if it happens.
Okay, hold on. Give me just a second here. I got to pump it up a little bit. I got to turn it up, Jerry.
Dude, it does make sense. Rabbi's got a point here, you know. I mean, Rewind is into the older women playing bingo.
Bingo. This is game. Well, he's trying to find a cougar. Jeremy
picking
said
the cougars up.
All right, yeah. They are pretty knowledgeable of Rewind here, so they might be onto a point here, Richie. But if he's just going to play fucking bingo and he's not trying to find him a Linda, all right,
dude,
it's not cool. I get you working and you got stuff to do, but Rabbi's out here week after week.
Yep.
Doing his thing at Hollywood Rewind, Laza. Did he go Hollywood on us? Did he did this Christian Mingle chick fucking
change him forever, like Justin Gaethje and Tony Ferguson?
The fucking Rich Franklin Anderson Silva level. Did she turn him? Did she weaken him?
I think so, dude.
If she did, I don't know what to say, but there's only one other way I know to make a call to Rewind, okay? Hold on, Rich.
What?
All right, we hit Taz's music. Will he come?
You got to play the graphic.
All right, last one. The last calls that I can give. Hold on.
Quiet, Piggy.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Survive by mentions.
I mean, I even made the fucking guy his own video intro for when he comes on the show. And this is how he's repaying us and not joining us?
Dude, fucking hurts.
Is he playing bingo in the fucking basement hall in Philly? He might be.
Probably.
Hollywood fucking Rewind. Here's a punishment for you. A girl. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Joey, I kind of want to hear the story, man. That's pretty goddamn weird. I'm not going to lie. I want to know how y'all came up with that specific of a fucking game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I was not expecting that fucking one when I started reading that. I had to stop.
Dude, you'd be a riot in Vegas.
Wow.
God.
He might have just beaten Rewind.
Dude. Well, I don't know about that.
He's doing an incest role play, man.
I don't know if flogging a girl at the woods for fucking hours is pretty bad.
Eating cake off her ass. Wow, Joey. That's fucking wild.
That's pretty goddamn funny.
I hope it was fun, brother. I hope it was fun. That's what I've never. Woo!
What the? How do you even fucking come back from that?
Welcome. Wow. That was one I wasn't expecting.
Oh, Joey. That's
time. Let's take a quick break.
You need to take a PP break.
We'll take a PP break on that one, and maybe Joey will tell this story in the near future on the show.
Oh my
what
God.
This was all about.
How do you even get into that?
I don't know. Fucking A. I guess if you wanted to.
You had to have been drinking some fucking Tito's or something. Jesus. That's fucked up. Pops Blue Ribbon night, dude.
Woo!
Fuck.
She wanted to do it while her boyfriend was at work. The fucking plot thickens.
Dude.
Wow.
Sounds like Joe Dirt. That's fucking awesome.
What are you doing, Dirt?
I'm your sister.
Oh, God, man.
That's
Well,
yep.
let's take a quick pee break on that note, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble.
Christ a little bit.
We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble. How do you transition from fucking role play like that to the Royal Rumble? But we're going to do it, brother.
I don't know if we can, but yeah, we're going to try.
We're going to give it the old college try. All right, guys.
Lord.
We'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Come back. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble. We're going to talk about the Vision. We're going to wrap up the show after that.
Dude.
All right, guys. We'll see you in a few minutes. Well, Joey's definitely a Jive Soul bro for sure. So Joey's getting Jive Soul bro just for him right there tonight, my friend.
Absolutely. So I just want to so this weekend, before we get into the main event tonight,
Okay.
the UFC event, UFC 325, they're doing back-to-back events, 324, 325. It's going to be Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at that card, Saint Denis is going against Hooker. That's going to be the sleeper fight of that night because both those guys are fucking insane when it comes to brawling. So I'm just going to call it right now. Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis is going to be a barn burner.
What time does it start?
Let's find out. UFC 325 start time.
Joey says those librarians are freaks, man. Obviously.
She's a library. How did you just meet her at the public fucking library, or where'd you meet her?
Joey's out combing the fucking streets, man. Hit up the public library and picked up this freak. A Jive Soul
so it
bro.
Says 9 p.m. Eastern time.
So 7 p.m. your time. It's the same as this last week.
Yeah, so I'm game for it, bud.
I should be able to, for sure. Yeah. So unless something comes up, let's say count on it, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
For count on it. We'll try to do a stream for the UFC fights this weekend then.
Tinder. You're on Tinder, Joey?
Man, Tinder. That's the swipe left one, right? Or swipe right? Okay. I'm up to date. Royal Rumble. Let's get into it tonight. It's going to get into our main topic, which is
Saudi.
The Vision is the main topic tonight. Are they one of the worst fucking factions ever? How bad are they? And we'll hear your opinions. It's going to tie into the Royal Rumble talk. This is the least I've ever been interested in a Royal Rumble, bro.
This is the least I've ever been interested in a faction, and I'll tell you why. Austin Theory is probably the biggest reason right off the bat. He sticks out like a sore thumb, makes zero sense. He's not a fucking needle mover. Every time he comes out, the crowd is fucking silent.
Yep.
Completely silent. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with this kid. They're trying to some sort of rejuvenation of him. He's going to go down probably worse than Ryback and Curtis Axel for Paul Heyman, guys. You know, if they had Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker as the Vision and left it at that, it would have been just fine. They didn't need Logan Paul. Logan Paul was fine on his own. He didn't need a mouthpiece. He didn't need anything. He didn't need any shine of this group. There was no reason to bring him in at all. And then Austin Theory, same thing. So, you know, somebody earlier said something really smart that it would be good for Theory to be kind of like the inside guy for Rollins, but I don't even like that. You know, I don't even like that. I don't want Theory involved at all. I don't want Logan Paul at all. They've ruined the Vision for me. So
I remember this, Joey, and it was horrible. It was bad. Joe Gomez, Jim Powers, Alex Wright, and the Renegade, man. What a faction.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it was a one-time shot. It never happened. They
just put all the drizzling shits of WCW into one group.
Yep.
I don't know. The Dungeon of Doom had its dark days.
It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as the in crowd here that Joey mentioned or whatever. The Vision has ruined part of the storylines on television for so they've tried to shove this crap down our throat for months, and it just isn't working. And it hasn't worked. It wasn't working when Seth was in it. You know, it wasn't working then. It was terrible, in my opinion. You know, but we were going to give it a shot and everything like that. And then Seth got hurt, and you know they had to kind of rewrite the story a little bit. And you know, Bron Breakker's kind of been the focal point of the group, and now they got, like you said, Austin Theory and Logan Paul in it. Bronson Reed is just a channel changer when I see him, to me. You know,
I think Bron Breakker's kind of lost his shine a little bit during this whole thing.
I would agree, man. And I'm a Bron Breakker fan.
Me too.
You know, I'm a Bron Breakker fan, but
he should be a Scott Steiner on steroids. That's a joke, by the way. Scott Steiner on steroids, like personality-wise, they should let him the fuck go. You know,
Paul Heyman has lost his luster to me as well.
Yeah.
You know, this is like you said, when you had Ryback and Axel, and you know,
he's tossed around like a hot potato now.
It just isn't working. Division.
No.
It's a terrible faction. It was snake bitten from the start, and it just doesn't need to happen anymore. It needs to end. You know, they need to just break these guys apart, however they're going to do it, and go about their separate ways. But I do think something's going to come about it with Seth Rollins, and I think it's going to be in the Royal Rumble. And I'm going to
Jeremy, how can you say 3 count is one of the worst?
Great.
Shame
Tank
on
Abbott singing with them. Shame on you.
you.
Say that to Tank Abbott. The 3 count wasn't great. All right.
Get up on your feet.
Put your hands together. We got our MTV and
Our Backstreet Boys.
There you go, dude.
MTV.
Tank Abbott coming out and dancing to them on his own circle and how he'd bully them into singing was the best.
We got our Backstreet Boys in sync too. Britney Spears is kind of cute.
What a fucking faction. They were great. They were tremendous.
Come on, Jeremy.
Division, though.
Get up on your feet, Jeremy, and put your hands together right now.
Seriously. They can't be tied with the LWO. LWO is bad, though. Stop. It's terrible. Fuck. It's great. I love 3 count. Love them.
Their parachute pants. How could you not?
They were one of the bright points of the end of WCW to me. That's how bad WCW got when they were just such a fucking shining star on there.
Wasn't it Evan Courageous,
Shannon Moore and
Shane Helms?
Yeah. And then of course, like I said, Tank joined in later on.
Tank Abbott.
Yep. He danced on the square. The best faction, the original 4 Horsemen. Nah. NWO.
NWO for life.
Bam! Right there. But let's get into the Royal Rumble and Division here. So Division has monopolized the storyline for the entire year here. They've been trying to do this on Raw, and it just hasn't worked. Okay. Bron Breakker had his shot. Had a great match, by the way, against CM Punk. It was really good. And Braun got kicked off of the show for beating up some referee or Adam Pearce or somebody, whoever the fuck he beat up. And I think they've just made Bron Breakker a very tired gimmick to me as well, like you had mentioned.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to do something with him at WrestleMania, and I think it's going to. I think his WrestleMania match is going to start to be set up probably here in the Royal Rumble this weekend, and I think it's going to be with Brock Lesnar. That's my opinion.
He's savable, but they got to get him away from this fucking group.
People are so high on giving him a belt right now, and I'm like, he can go in the ring and he can hold up, but he's not there yet.
No, you go look at the CM Punk match.
Yeah. It'd be a colossal mistake if you gave him the belt right now. He needs more time.
That's all you need to know is go watch that CM Punk match. He dropped the ball in a big way.
A few times. He botched it pretty bad. I still thought it was a good match, though. You know, I thought it was
a good match, but it was a good match because CM Punk.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. I think Bron Breakker has a big thing that he's going to do some big things later on, but right away, Dirty Dom's been hurt, Rabbi, so they've had him off TV because he's hurt. So he had a shoulder injury of some sorts. So he should be back pretty soon, though. That's what they say.
A character like Dirty Dom, though, they should keep on screen still, I feel like, even when he's hurt.
Having him in like a managerial side or whatever.
Why wouldn't you? You know?
Yeah, I think Cornette's time is past, Laza. It's over.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, though. I think it's over.
Yeah, Corny's done, man.
Paul backstabs the Vision, bringing them back to Heyman guys faction where they jump and squash them. You know, I think that's probably something they're going to do, and I think it's going to line up in the Rumble of some sorts, and it's going to start from there, and it's going to kind of progress on. But
there's a reason why Pierce specifically said, and you're in the Rumble, and you're in the Rumble, and you're in the Rumble, because they're all going to turn on each other.
Something like that's going to happen, or I think Seth Rollins might come back, and it might go down to them at the end of the Rumble, a couple of them. And I think
ESPN kind of fucking fucked that up when they interviewed.
Did they?
Yeah. They said when you return to the Rumble.
Oh, so they gave it up.
They gave it up.
Oh, okay. Well, there solidifies my thinking even more. I think Seth Rollins comes back, and I think they start setting up some break with them here. And I think Seth Rollins ultimately wins the Royal Rumble. Yeah. And I think, that's my opinion on, who I think is going to take it. And I think he goes on to do a match against CM Punk, and I think that'll be one of the night's main events between him and CM Punk. And then I think after WrestleMania, I think that they break up the faction completely, and they basically start a feud shortly after that with Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins down the road in a few months. But I think Bron Breakker's got other business first, and I think he's got to get through Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and he's going to get the victory over him, I think. But I think they're going to set that up in the Rumble. They're both going to destroy people because Brock announced it for himself for the Rumble on McAfee's show today. So I think you're gonna get a start of it from there. To me, that's the best money matchup you can do at WrestleMania. And then I want to see, Brock's retirement match be in SummerSlam. Apparently, it might be, and I'd like to see it with him versus Gunther, and Gunther retires him out too.
Yep. NFL Network. Thank you, Rev. I apologize.
NFL Network. All right. Dirty Doms to do Eddie Guerrero on the TV. I mean, the guy's a veteran of like 25 years in the ring now, Rand. I mean, Dom's been around forever. Y2J, when he enters the Rumble, is when Brock Lesnar gets up and put out and going through it, sets up versus Brock at Summer. You mean with Jericho? I don't
see that happening.
I don't think so. Especially if his last match for Brock is going to be at SummerSlam this year. I think it's got to be against Gunther.
Well, Y2J and Brock aren't on, the best of terms either. I don't think they're itching to do any work together.
No, probably not. And let's be realistic. At this point in Jericho's career, he's a big enough star that he can call anybody he wants to work with,
Brock too.
Yeah, both of them. And as big of a name as Brock has, I think Jericho at this point of his career has an equally as big name as Brock Lesnar in a lot of ways. So
it doesn't do anything for a lot of people either, I don't think. Stylistically, I don't think that's an exciting match.
I want to see Brock against fucking bruisers for his last couple of matches. I want to see him against Bron Breakker, and I want to see him against Gunther.
And I want to see one of them outdo him finally.
I think both of them are going to outdo him, personally. I think it's going to be his way of putting people over on the way out.
Yeah.
And it's, the time-honored tradition typically where they, have somebody put everybody over on the way out. And I don't think it's him losing that is going to diminish his, career in any way or how people look at him. No. He just got beat by the young lions, by the young guys like he once was. He was the next big thing, and now
they are.
Yeah. And that's the perfect way to write his story for him to retire.
Yep.
To me. And it's Bron Breakker and it's Gunther. Those should be his last two matches that he's ever in.
For sure.
But Lesnar versus Hornswoggle, yes. Yeah, Gunther and Lesnar at SummerSlam, it's got to be it. Rand, it's got to be it, in my opinion. That's the matchup. But I do want to see Bron Breakker and him at Mania. I want to see
Heyman as the new manager of Gunther Laza. I don't think so. Gunther is a good mouthpiece for himself.
Yeah, he is. Rollins is going to come back, and they're going to find some way to break this faction up and have them move about their way, something like that. I don't know if they'll do an Evolution level turn on him at the end, where they turn on him or something like that, the young guy coming up. I could also see them doing that with Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins is how they start setting that up. Do you think
Seth Rollins comes back as a face?
No, I think he's going to come back as the heel, and when he gets the belt back, which I think he will, when he gets the belt back from Punk or whoever has it at the time, it's going to set up him getting rid of the young buck because, Bron Breakker, if they put him up against Brock at WrestleMania, is going to have that feather in his cap now. Like Batista and Randy Orton and all them when they were in Evolution. Randy Orton got the big victory and won the title. And what they do when he got his big win turned on.
So where does Punk go if they do that?
I think Punk takes some time off, and I think you bring him back later on in the year and do something different with him. Him and Rollins have been
he's going to be in Mania at all?
No, I think it's going to be Rollins versus Punk in Mania with Rollins going over. And then after that, setting up Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins for probably the main event at SummerSlam that summer. That's where I kind of see it going to me.
Yeah.
That's how you break the faction up. That's how you get Bron Breakker to the next level. And hell, you could have Seth, lose to Bron Breakker and give him his first title run at SummerSlam and see how it goes from there if you want to.
Sure.
Give him some time. I think Braun's a better babyface than he's going to be as a heel.
Yeah.
You want to see a badass that can kick the shit out of everybody and can still act like a heel in some ways, aka look at Stone Cold Steve Austin and how he did it. And I'm
Dude, and I challenge anybody. Like, there's a lot of people that hated on Stone Cold's turn. Like, go back and watch that shit. It's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah. The Shield versus the Vision at SummerSlam.
I'm good on that.
I'm always going to be a mark for the Shield and hope that one day they get one last quick run with them, before they hang it up. But I was talking with my buddy Daniel, who's a super huge AEW fan and loves Moxley. It's like one of his favorite wrestlers. And I said to him, we were talking about it a couple weeks ago, and I said, I think Moxley eventually goes back, when it runs over and finishes out his career, at WWE. And he said to me, he goes, nope, I don't think he does. And I was like, really? I said, why? He's like, Look at it, who he is as just a human being. He's his own personality. He doesn't care about fucking money and fame and all those bullshit things. He likes to. Yeah, he's already made it. He's got a great family, a wife. You know, he's made millions and millions of dollars. Like, and he beats to his own drum with everything in life. That's how he's always been.
He's the big fish in the small pond now.
Yeah. So he said, I don't think he ever goes back. And I was like, yeah, you know, you made a really good, strong point there. Maybe it's my optimism, you know, hoping to see that last Shield reunion one day when they go.
Sure.
Because let's be realistic. These guys are old now, you know. Moxley's in his 40s now, I believe. I think
he's
Rollins
not coming back.
Yeah, I believe Rollins is almost in his 40s. I think he's like 39, 40. And I think Roman's already in his 40s, if I recall correctly.
You'll see MJF or Kenny Omega come before you'll ever see Moxley come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him come back, but with the way you guys put it, I agree with you guys. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
You met the fucking guy. He's weird.
He's a weird dude, man. Weird fucking dude.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, you know? He is legitimately, I rented a car to him years ago. So I used to work for Enterprise Rent a Car, and I was a management assistant in an airport location up here in Syracuse, New York. So the wrestlers would always come fly in. And we would always know who was coming in, because if you're a wrestling fan, you know, it was easy to tell. They had their real names in there and stuff. And we knew flights were coming in, you know, it was easy. And then the fans would always be there scouting. So you knew they were coming in anyways. So Moxley came in and he was fucking strange right from the start. And he just wanted to get out of there super fast. I remember I asked him for a picture and he was super cool about it. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, can we just do it outside? You know? He's like, can you get me out of here before they recognize me? And I was like, all right, come on. We snuck him through the back, got him out there. A few people noticed him. He was an awkward fellow. And he is who he is on TV that you see. And it's not in a bad way. He was super nice, just wanted to do his thing and get the fuck out of there. Moxley is Moxley. That's who he is. So love to see him back in the WWE. Don't think it's ever going to happen, though.
Yeah.
Both of them are 39. Yeah. I mean, I know it's not old, but it's getting up there.
It is in that game.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting up there for sure. It's getting up there for them. But I think Rollins is your men's Royal Rumble winner for that reason. And that's the setup.
What happens with Logan Paul, do you think, after this shithole group?
I think he just goes along in his own way and does his own thing, you know? I don't think it hurts him in any way. I don't think he's going to be part of any big breakup or anybody turning on him and him sticking around to be a goon for the group. I think it was a way to get him involved for a little bit, see where it went, and it didn't go anywhere for him. He's better off by himself. He does not need a mouthpiece. He doesn't need these guys. He can be in the main event anytime he wants to be.
Sure.
You agree with that?
I agree with that. I think it was... all these guys individually had promising shit going on for them. And then when they put them together in this faction, it was like everything stopped.
Yeah.
Except for Austin Theory. That guy's just a shitbag all the way around. But
yeah. Dude, there's nothing that I can ever find of interest about him.
There's not.
Yeah.
He's like boring. The Natalia of fucking the guys wrestling.
Absolutely. He's just there, and you're like, why is this idiot getting an opportunity again?
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't do anything.
One person that I'm really, really excited to come back is Shorty G.
Rumor is the Rumble.
Yeah.
Rumor is the Rumble for Shorty G, for Chad Gable. I love Chad Gable. I think he's fucking fantastic.
He's got to come back as Americano. It would be the funniest fucking pop ever. He's got to come out as Gable, and then he's got to come out as Americano.
You got to respect Chad Gable for just getting through the Shorty G gimmick crap. Okay.
Oh, dude. I have I have a ring-worn Shorty G fucking
Jesus.
A ring-worn Shorty G wristband.
Jesus. How would you pay for that shit?
Nothing. I won it in a fucking raffle.
There you go. Americanos, Nick Hogan. Natty is better than Theory. Yeah, she might be.
Why do I see that everywhere? Everybody says Americano's Nick Hogan.
I could see, not with the jackness of him, because it's that Ludwig Kaiser guy who's absolutely shredded, but you know, you can see the features of Nick Hogan from underneath the mask, where you could see it. If he was ripped like Kaiser is, you would see it, you know, better, I think. I could see the facial features and structures of it. The best moment in the Rumble is going to be when Randy Orton RKO's Austin Theory, hopefully, and then he punts him out of the fucking ring.
He punts him out of WWE.
Logan Paul backstabs Heyman, taking over as the manager, a new promoter of the division. Heyman starts a new faction to rival him. Maybe the Heyman guys.
Yuck.
Yeah. I don't want Paul in a faction with anybody. Let him do what he was doing. It was fine.
Yeah.
You know, I get why they have him around. I'm not a fan of him in any way, but I get why they have him around. He gets
what a
good deal.
shitty entrance song that guy has.
Horrible. Fucking horrible. Terrible. It's the worst hype song probably on television now.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Yep.
But my men's Royal Rumble pick is going to be Seth Rollins. What about you? Who's your men's Royal Rumble pick?
Oh, my men's Royal Rumble pick is going to be Roman Reigns.
Tell me why.
He is the missing piece in all of this. And you can't tell me that they heavily featured him the way they did for the past however long to not have him come back and be featured in some sort of fashion in WrestleMania.
Where do you think they are going to book him at WrestleMania, though? Because this has got to set up his WrestleMania. Is it Cody 3? I know we did this a few weeks ago.
I think it's Cody 3. I think you were onto something there. He's too big of a puzzle piece to just throw in there. What are you going to do? Throw him in there with a Damian Priest? You're going to put him in there with Shufala again? Like,
yeah, fucking.
It's Roman fucking Reigns.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, put him with Drew fucking McIntyre. You know, for the 9 millionth time.
They might do Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. I kind of smell a three-way dance.
That's what I was about to say. The way they're booking it, and we've seen the booking unveil over the past few weeks since they took the belt off Cody, is it looks like they're going to push for a three-way somehow here. Cody's going to worm his way into the match, you know, somehow or another by winning.
They're not putting Fatu in the fucking. They're not.
It's not happening.
Fatu's going to go against LA Knight, I bet.
They already did it, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I believe they already did it once.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with this fucking Mania, man, is there's too many moving pieces right now that you don't know. It's bipolar booking at its finest.
Yeah, ADD booking more like it.
Yeah.
It's like scattered everywhere because they just can't keep their fucking thoughts intact. And then
yeah.
One day it's looking like it's going to be decent, and then the next day it's looking like it's going to be shit, man. There's your bipolar part of it.
Rabbi's saying Jacob Fatu wins the
No
Rumble.
way.
I don't think so.
No. And I like Jacob Fatu.
I think Jacob Fatu's a shoe-in for maybe the Money in the Bank.
Be a good pick, man. I can see Jacob winning the title this year. I like Jacob Fatu a lot.
Yeah.
My men's Royal runner is going to be the Truth Killings only because Dom is out hurt.
Dude, if Ron the Truth Killings wins, I'm popping the fuck off. Dude.
Everybody would. It would be so unexpected and fantastic.
Yeah.
It would be. So you got Roman, and then you're thinking triple threat, or are you thinking him and Cody 3?
I'm thinking triple threat.
Yeah.
Because
probably.
I think they want to limit the exposure of Roman in this match because he's been off for a little bit. So yeah, I'm thinking so.
And that would be your, you know, night 1 main event or night 2 main event, I think, right there, probably. You know.
Right.
I don't know if they would put Punk and Rollins as the night 2 main event if they went that route with them for the title finally if Seth wins, you know, or if he comes back. I don't know if they put that as the night 2 one. I would like to think that it's the night 1 main event if they're gonna go that route with Seth versus Punk, and I'd like to think that that's the night 1 main event, and then whatever they do with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre here is going to be your night 2 main event, I think.
Has the biggest fall off in the women's division not been Tiffany Stratton?
She's been gone forever. I don't know if she got hurt or what happened, but
it ain't Tiffy time no more.
No, she's been gone and nobody's missed her.
No, and then you know, I hate to say this, but even my wife noticed. She's
Rhea
like,
Ripley.
you know, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
it was like
Rhea
the
Ripley.
biggest thing for a while, and now it's like she's just doing this weird shit with Io Sky, and
ever since she hasn't been doing anything with Dom in that storyline, man, she got flat.
Yep.
Dom was the money in that whole thing too.
Dom was the money.
She made him. Dom is the one that maintained it, though.
Yeah.
You know, look, Dom's kept his heat everywhere he's been since.
Yep.
You know, and his career's gone good. I really, with the women's one this year, like match wise, there's no women's title matches in any capacity that's on this card in the beginning because there's only 4 matches that are on here, and one of them is the men's rumble, the other is the women's rumble, and then it's got Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre.
Yuck.
And then Gunther.
Could you imagine if Sami Zayn wins?
That's what I'm glad that they weren't going down. It was looking like they were going to go that route with maybe having him win the Rumble, but then they put him in this match, and I hope to God they don't put the belt on him. He sucks. I just can't, I don't understand Sami Zayn and why anybody fucking likes him. You know, I just can't see it. That's the only 4 matches, so they don't have any women's matches on this card at all. You know, and Jade's not nowhere to be seen in here. They're not going to put her in the Rumble. You know, who's the women's champ on the other one? Is it Jade's for SmackDown, and who's on Raw? That's the champ there. Bakker, Stephanie Bakker. Yeah.
You know, I'm just calling a Hail Mary here. You may get upset with me. I'm starting to think that fucking Manny fucking Neidhart's going to come out with the Dickie Doo and just fucking lay waste to everybody and piss on all their graves.
So Natty's your pick for the Rumble?
Manny fucking Dickie Doo Neidhart.
Oh, fucking Rabbi's going with you. Natty wins the Rumble.
Her name's Manny Neidhart.
My Rumble pick is going to be Stone Cold because the Saudis will pay loads of money for TKO to have him do it, man. Think of the money they would have to pay for that shit.
Yep.
Tonight is the Truth versus CM Punk versus AJ versus Finn. Okay. Well, women-wise, I'm so not invested in their women's product right now, as is evident by the show. I love Stephanie Bakker, and I think she's great. But
dude, you don't think that it's groundbreaking that Natty Neidhart is renaming herself and just pissing on Natalia?
Natalia's gone, baby. She's just Natty.
Yeah.
She's just Natty. That's it.
Not natty by nature.
Natty by nature. That's her.
Remember the fucking cat ears? Do you remember the cat ears?
Out. Yeah, was that pre or post farting gimmick? I can't remember if it was pre or post.
I didn't even remember the farting gimmick was a thing. But I'm gonna get you cat ears to wear for the Women's Royal Rumble, dude.
I'm not fucking wearing that shit.
You're
You can. You can. I ain't fucking doing that shit. Fuck that. No way.
I'm going to get you a Natty Neidhart Hart Dynasty shirt.
Yeah, get a matching Dodgers cap with it. I'm going to really cuss you out. All right? I'm going to really fucking cuss you out.
Don't be a Johnny Rockets drunk. Fuck you.
Fuck you and your hat. Fuck your hat. Fuck you and your team. Women's Rumble winner, though, for me, I got to go with Liv Morgan.
I think Liv does it, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they need to quit this Judgment Day shit already.
Yeah, it needs to end too. It's been going on way too long.
The factions need to stop.
It's too many in all the promotions. It's all they do is faction after faction after fucking faction, man. It gets old.
Right.
Liv Morgan's the only logical choice to me for money or for the Royal Rumble winner for the women. I can't see anybody else having the logical choice to win it.
Yep.
That's just me though. I just think their women's division has been very just bland and blah for too long now. No, she's not.
That's an addition that Wangland would fucking skip for sure.
I skip them all anyways, and I would 1,000% skip that one. Okay, is Playboy even a thing anymore?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. Oh, please don't let Belair win. Please no. Oh,
that's fair. It's a good guess.
It's probably going to be that route, Jeremy. Yeah, I could see it. But I hope it doesn't happen, though. I really do.
It's pretty. Has she been injured? We have no idea. Yeah, she's been injured. I thought she was pregnant, but I think she's injured.
She's going to have Trish back in her corner. Oh, God. Don't pair Trish with her. Don't pair my girl Trish with her, please.
No.
So you're going with Liv, or are you going to go with Bianca Belair?
I'm going to say Bianca Belair. I think that makes more sense.
It does. I'm still going to go with Liv, though. I am. I think that it's a good way to do it.
I think those two end up in the fucking women's championship matches anyway.
You can find a way to insert Belair anyways, because if you go
although they've been trying to jam that Raquel Rodriguez or whatever the fuck her name is down her throat too.
She's just a filler though. She's going to be a filler between getting into the main events of WrestleMania for the girls. You know,
I think
Belair doesn't need to win though. I think she's horrible too. But Belair doesn't need to win the Rumble because you can find a way to incorporate her into the Elimination Chamber or something to give her a match too. Yeah. That's how they've kind of saved themselves with the Elimination Chamber the last few years, is like they're putting some stakes to it before WrestleMania. So it's leading to things at Elimination Chamber a little bit more. Go with Natty to win. You won't regret it. Laz is going with Liv. Well, we'll see who it's going to be.
Wangland said Natty's going to win it, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I definitely said that. I definitely said that. Yeah. I'm not a Belair fan, but it's crazy to think she's missed nearly a year with a broken fucking finger. What?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a shoot or not, man, because I think she's probably been pregnant or something. I don't know.
Don't you think they would have
weird.
announced that, though?
I don't know, unless they wanted to be private about it.
I don't know. Her fucking husband has been relegated to fucking NXT again. They're gonna have Imagine NXT coming up here soon. They kicked them to the curb again. They need to break those two apart for sure.
Yeah,
because Montez Ford
has huge upside.
He does, man. He's got a shit ton of talent. You're wasting him with that clown that he's with.
Yeah.
Belair's going to win the Money in the Bank. That's how she's going to get a shot at Jade. Okay, good point for that too, Rand. I could see that as well. Still got to go with Liv for me, though. Sami Zayn, Drew, I think.
What was that? Natty's going to win for you?
Yeah, I sure said that. Yep. Yep, I did. Jesus Christ. Sami Zayn and Drew is a given. I don't think Sami Zayn touches the fucking belt in his life, you know.
If he does, dude, oh my God.
What a stupid choice. You know? Would they give him the belt for like a night or two or a couple weeks and then just hot potato it back to Drew? Could you see them doing that?
It would be so stupid to do it at this stage, though.
Yeah, I mean, but they've been trying to build him up as this one that it's the only.
Nobody wants to see it. It's not like Kofi Mania. It's not like fucking any of that shit. You know, it's like
he has his niche market of people that like him that are vocal for him, but it's not big enough to give him a title run, in my opinion. He's no Daniel Bryan, you know, in the Yes Movement. He's not that shit.
I think Wangland, you know, runs the Natty Neidhart fan club.
The fuck? I told you not to say anything about that shit.
I knew I was right.
Fucking told you, baby. Bro. Fucking break my confidence right here, you know?
Yep.
The fuck, man? You know, I told you not to say that shit.
Fucking.
It's a very prestigious club.
This has been a wild night. You've come out of the closet about Natty Neidhart.
Oh, love her.
Fucking Joey's come out of the closet about his stepsister, you know? Fucking we are just off the rails.
The only Judgment Day worth is Linda Hamilton. There you go. All right, so that'll be our closing question that we have here for the to end the night tonight.
What,
so
Linda Hamilton?
No, Jeremy's one right here. Is this Saturday the last time we see AJ Styles because he's taking on Gunther, and if he loses, he has to retire. You know, that's the stipulation of the match. And there's been the rumors that AJ's contract is up in February, and this is going to be it for him. Do you think Gunther retires him?
I'm hoping not, because I would like to see AJ do one last WrestleMania. I think he's got so much tread left on the tires. The guy hasn't lost a step, so it's kind of sad to see him go off in the sunset. And selfishly, I've been an AJ Styles fan forever, so I don't want to see him go. This is going to be a little bit harder for me personally than the John Cena, because I was more invested in AJ Styles' run than I was his. So, you know, it sucks to say, but I think after talking with you, you made a lot of good points. They're probably going to do a gimmick that ends up running into Randy Orton later on. So
we'll with see. Gunther and Randy.
Yeah, he's going to be the person that's retiring everybody, and Orton is going to be the legend killer. Orton's going to put his career on the line and beat Gunther. So.
Yeah, he's going to be the first one in those situations to be able.
I tend to believe that's how they're going to put the title on Gunther, or I mean Randy Orton, excuse me, and then I think they'll do Cody Rhodes versus Orton next year for Mania. That's my opinion.
It's a good way to build up, and I could see it for sure. You know, and it could be kind of Randy's last hurrah coming up at that point. You know, I know
he says he can go for another 9-10 years.
He does, but Randy also likes to troll people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would love to have him around. You know, he's one of my favorites. We were talking about this, you know, beforehand. Randy's always going to be one of my favorites of all time. You got to build this up with Gunther for a long period of time as taking out legends and just retiring big names. I mean, look at the feather. Look at how they could build him up from the John Cena retirement. John Cena, AJ Styles you get. You know, then you get maybe somebody else in there that they could find to throw him in with and take him out. And then you finally get him. Brock's the final one, though, you know, that he would get. And then you finally put Brock in with him in there and put him in SummerSlam, and he retires Brock out and beats him. And then when they think that they can't beat him anymore, nobody can touch this fucking guy, the real legend killer comes out and takes him out with Randy. Yep. That's the way to do it. Build it up towards the end of the year. You can get a whole year out of this shit with Gunther, and you're going to get him nuclear heat. Yeah. And he's going to retire Randy Orton, or not Randy Orton, AJ Styles. He's going to retire him this week. He is. He's going to retire AJ Styles. This is, I think, the last time you're going to see him.
Wow.
Yep. Pretty crazy, right?
Pretty crazy.
Gunther retiring Orton could be an interesting one, too, if they went down that route. But I just don't think Randy's ready to hang it up all the way yet, Laza. I think he's got a few more years left in him at least.
Yep.
You know, he gets to work a limited schedule. And, you know, whether that's by his choice or not, I think they're doing it because they want to preserve him for as long as they can. And continue to make him, you know, something big, you know, or being an important part of the show in some capacity. So I think it'd be a little early for Gunther to retire him. If they did it, though, it could be really good, you know, for Gunther's career even more. Just another feather in his cap with Orton, you know. So I think he retires AJ ultimately. So that's my pick.
Probably.
So you think he does, or what's your final pick?
I think he does. I think he does, unfortunately. I think that's what they're setting it up for. And it sucks, dude. Honestly, it's one that's going to be hard for me to watch because AJ Styles has been fucking amazing for a very long time. He's the one that actually got me into watching New Japan Pro Wrestling and discovering Kenny Omega and all that stuff. And so it sucks. It sucks.
How are their matches together?
You got to go watch them. They're incredible. It sucked me in, you know, the Bullet Club, all that stuff. It was amazing.
I'll have to look them up. Maybe do a watch along of that for a bonus night one night for a little bit to watch those two. Yeah. I was never a Kenny Omega guy till you got me to watch that Wrestle Kingdom match with him and, what was it, Tanahashi? Or was it Okada?
I think it was Okada.
Yeah, it was Okada, with him and Okada. And I had never given him a chance, and you had said, just give him a shot, watch this match. And I think we might have even done it on the show years ago. Yep. And I watched that match, and I was like, fuck, man. I go, this guy's good. I was wrong. You know? Like, I'm the first one to admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong, man. I watched that match and had watched many Kenny Omega matches since then. One of the most undervalued guys in wrestling. Yep. That guy's a fucking star, man. He's really good.
Should have went to WWE instead of AEW.
I selfishly hope, I know he just signed a new contract with them, that maybe down the road they could get him towards the end, but I don't know how much longer his body's going to hold up for.
Yeah.
Especially with the diverticulitis stuff.
Right.
You know, but Rumble this week, we'll see where it goes. Richie's going with Roman Reigns for his men pick, and he's going with Bianca Belair for his ladies pick. I'm going with Liv Morgan for my ladies pick, and I'm going to go with Seth Rollins coming in the Rumble and winning the Rumble for the men. And we both are in agreement Drew's going to take it, and we both are in agreement too that AJ's going to lose out here.
I heard you say Natty's going to win the women's one. I'm not going to. You can.
Did I say it for the third time?
You can rewind the show. He said it fucking three times already.
I can't help myself. I think about her that much. You know, when you're that big of a
star. You told me
about,
dude, when you were falling asleep after Johnny Rockets food poisoned you were whispering sweet natties in my ear.
You know what the best part is? All the guys fucking send me shit on messages or Messenger all the time with fucking anybody. The guys that watch the show, you guys are always sending me fucking Natty Neidhart the clips.
I think it's gonna bother you more when Natty Neidhart fucking retires than it did Hulk Hogan passing away.
Yeah, it's gonna be
not
a sad
to make
day.
A joke on the Hulkster. I'm just saying that was pretty funny.
It's gonna be a sad day. We're gonna have to do a highlight reel of Natty's best farts for Laza and everybody else here.
I think we're not even gonna go there.
I wish RKO would retire her right away. Have him hop into Women's Royal Rumble and give her the fucking greatest RKO.
You have a guilty pleasure of liking her plastic face and lips.
Orton versus Gunther is going to be the Survivor Series headline this year. Legend Killer versus Real Legend Killer. Survivor Legend. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I got one on my ass, Jeremy. Big fucking heart for the Hart family. And I got it all in pink highlighted.
It's a broken heart with Natty's name in it.
Yeah, because she's already married to Tyson, you know?
Yep.
She's already married to Tyson. I lost my shot. I lost my crack at her. Damn. You know? Fuck, man.
Do you think it... Never mind.
What?
Blow
up doll, Natty.
I was gonna. Do you think
Joey's got a new fucking sex kink with this girl here for later on this week. He's gonna do fucking Natty and her sister doing it.
That gives a runner up to fucking rewind on that story for sure.
You didn't read his other one he had. Look, last month we did stepson and stepmom one. What the fuck?
Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Dude.
This fucking guy.
All right. Well,
yeah.
With
that said, I hope you enjoyed the show with us tonight.
Diego Lopez Volkanovski, number 2.
We'll be back on Saturday, hopefully, for some for the next You Are a Deviant, Joey. We're clowning with you, man. It was funny to hear your stuff tonight, brother. You guys make us laugh. That's the best part. That's the best part. We love you guys, man. It is extreme for sure. Shalom, Rabbi. Everybody be good. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully we'll see you on Saturday if we can do the UFC pay-per-view. If you want to come along and watch with us and have some fun, we'll definitely, hopefully be able to do it again on Saturday night. So just take a look at our Facebook or take a look at our YouTube, and you'll see when it pops up if we're going to be going live. So we're definitely going to do our best to. So guys, we'll see you soon. Have a great one. For Richie, I'm John. We're out of here, and have a great rest of your night.